Hello everybody and welcome back to Platinum Edition. It's been so long since the previous episode, and the reason for this is, well, partly due to having to record the Christmas special. I wasn't doing any farming simulator in the Christmas special this year, which obviously didn't go down terribly well, but also because I've been doing Oatfield Farm as well. Oatfield Farm obviously being a very exciting map to play, so that is why it's been a while. But I'm hoping to bring this back for a couple of days a week, hopefully. In fact, I don't even know which episode we're on, but we'll be finishing it around 20 to 30 episodes, so I'm not really too sure. Unless we're already over 20. I think we are, actually. I don't know. It has been a very long time. But yes, today we're continuing with this very big soybean harvest, which is what we've been working towards for a while. And then, I don't know, because I have forgotten everything, so we're going to just have to tab through the vehicles and see exactly what's going on. So yes, I think probably before I do progress any further, we should unload the combine. I think it is about 65% full, maybe 70%. So we'll do this first of all. Then it will be time to unload. I'm not really too worried about staying with the combine for too long because it's a soybean harvest, as you can see, and it takes a while to fill up the combine each time, so it isn't really worth staying with it every time. So we will do a different job. In fact, the sugarcane needs to be done as well. Right, well, we're 92% full. I would prefer to take a full load, so if we just progress down the field a little bit, hopefully the combine can fill us up the extra 8% by the time it gets to, well, probably the end actually. But we'll start unloading here. This has given me a very good opportunity to just discuss the reason why I didn't do any farming simulator in the Christmas special. Well, I have always done farming simulator in the Christmas special, and I thought because I'd done so many farming simulator videos in the run-up to Christmas, and in fact all the months before it, I would just take a really quick break. But looking back, although the rating of the video wasn't too bad, when you read the comments you really do see that, well, a lot of people were a bit disappointed with the lack of farming simulator, which is expected, but I did want to play some other games as well. And although at the end of the day it is my channel and everything and I can play whatever I want, I do like to support my subscribers, obviously, because you're the viewers, and, well, what's the point in playing something that nobody else wants to see? But I really do think that Farming Dynasty, or Farmers Dynasty, and ETS2 went down pretty well overall, so that is why I didn't do Farming Simulator. But we'll make up for it, because it's now going to be Farming Simulator 6 times a week, with the exception of a Monday, when we have got ETS2 and Farmers Dynasty. So, in fact, if you want to see my schedule, to make it easier for you, check out my channel page. You'll see it on there, and you can see exactly which games are on each day. Now, although that is the schedule, it will be stuck to as much as possible, unless of course I have, I don't know, a personal issue where I can't record a video on a certain day, or if, I don't know, I just run out of time and I can't record the video. That will be what we do on each day, but there will be other videos as well, so it's not restricted to 3 games which are on there: Farmers Dynasty, FS17 and ETS2. I'll probably play other stuff, but it won't be on the schedule. So, before we do anything, I need to check the price here. Yep, that is the best price. The bakery, as usual. It is always the bakery. So, we'll head down to the bakery. We'll sell our 97% of soybeans, which is still going to be quite a bit, and which is the fastest way. I would say, oh, yeah, turning right here is arguably faster, although it is very similar. We're pretty much the furthest away you can possibly get. I have always turned left before, but we'll have a change. We'll come in from this direction. I've just remembered what we're going to be doing. Field 24. Yeah, we just cleared the bales from Field 24, so there could well be a machine still over there. So in that case, we'll go back via Field 24, use Follow Me to bring out back any machine which is still there. If I was to guess a machine which is there, I would say it's the drop nose Matty Ferguson, but it is hard to say. Basically, whatever we were loading up with. It's amazing. It was probably about a week ago that we did the previous episode. But so much has happened in that time, it feels like a decade ago. Don't know, maybe it was over a week. It's been a while. Yeah, it has been a while. But it's nice to have it back, because I know the Platinum Edition is a very decent map, the Estancia Lapacho map, because of its differences. It is different to any other map we've ever played, primarily due to the area, but also the different crop type, sugarcane, which we can grow here. Now you can grow sugarcane in many maps, but if you're not planting it in the right area of the world, the right climate, and you're trying to do a realistic series, it wouldn't really work. So for example, I would never try and plant the sugarcane in a UK based map, because you can't really plant sugarcane in the UK, at least outside you can't. So you have to have the right climate for it. Of course, if you're just playing for fun, or if you're playing just to mess around, then yeah, plant sugarcane wherever you want to, no restrictions. But yeah, I do like to take even in the standard series, I do like to take a bit of realism, although admittedly not too much. But if I can help it, I would do it differently. Right, so here is the bakery. Let's just reverse into here. Yeah, I really don't know which episode number we're on. Oh, obviously you can see it directly in front of you. The title of the video will have the number. But I think it is 20 something. Is it 23? I don't know. It will be interesting to look after this recording. I should have checked first. So that's quite impressive. What do we get there? £21,248. Well, once we've been to field 24 and sorted all that stuff out, we'll go back over to the soybean field, and we will ensure the combine is totally empty so it can continue for a while on its own. Now field 24 is the interesting field where you have to cross a train line to get to, unless you were to go all the way around, which you could do. But it's, yes, yes, I used the case. That does show you how long it's been. Well, we will cross the train line, even though this is not the allocated route. We could plough all of this area to make it bigger, because it is a pretty small field, but look how much land there is here. Like 3 times the land, which is just sat there doing nothing. Okay, so here we go. We'll get the other tractors to follow us. We've set the course. Follow the case. And off we go. I have just checked, and the combine harvester is 53% full. It does take a while to fill. Oh, we've got a lot of plants and stuff around here. Can't really see what I'm doing. And a big bump. Ouch. Very rough ride. Good grief. So yeah, it's just continuing what we were doing before. We were starting to do the tree felling. We did actually make quite a bit of money from the trees, because they're worth quite a bit of money. Each tree is, well, a shame to cut down, but definitely worth it if you were looking for the monetary reward. Come on then, Massey Ferguson. I think that tractor might be this. Oh no, it's fast. I think it's 32k, that one, or 32 miles an hour. 50k. You can see the combine harvester in the distance working away. It's probably done about half the field, and this is where we were felling trees. As you can see, there is a much more open area here. I left the ones in the corner just because otherwise it would be a very barren landscape. It's always worth keeping a few. The sugarcane actually isn't ready yet here, but it is very close. That's the entrance to the field. I would imagine also the other field isn't ready either, because we actually finished that after planting this field. So no sugarcane today, but in the future there is a lot of sugarcane to harvest. I think as well, if I just park this little tractor here, huge weight there, we will grab the bale, which is somewhere in the undergrowth, I can tell. Here it is. We'll give that to the cows, because I haven't done much work with the cows recently and they probably do want some. 80% full. Combine harvester. The trigger for this, as we now know, is just over here. There you go, cows. But I should think they actually have quite a lot of their materials which are required. Yeah, everything's pretty good there, except for power food, which they don't even have. But to be honest, their productivity is, well, it was quite good. It obviously goes to 0 at the beginning of each gameplay session, but it will jump back up in its own time. I'm going to put the case tractor just over here. And then, since it's not the realistic series, we can tab to the Massey Ferguson. I can't believe as well that it was the 14th of November that this was released. It feels like 5 seconds ago and it's almost 2018 now. Unbelievable. It's almost scary. It honestly does feel like 5 seconds since I got this version, Platinum Edition, and was playing on it for the very first time. I barely feel to have even started the Let's Play. This must be so close to full. Oh, unbelievable. It's just got full there. I do want to unload on the move, so if we can just restart that, it will increase how much we can do here. Don't fill up. Good. So despite it being a full combine load, it was probably only filled the trailer 40% or so. We are doing it on the move, so it will have everything which we harvest in this strip in the trailer too. But really, we don't have to look after the combine too much. It's very capable of going for quite a long period of time. Okay, is that pretty much it? 43, 45%? 45%, there we go. We'll wait here. So, we've got the train, obviously we've got the baler, the case and the utility tractor just here, with the very nice homemade bale trailer. I do like it, it's a very decent trailer to have. Obviously it wouldn't be suitable for a big farm, but for a farm of this size it's absolutely perfect. Really useful for transporting. Well, we can get 6 on here, but you can actually double stack them, so you could get, I suppose you could get 8. You could put 8 on if you wanted to. We should probably also check and see what we've got in the, what we're doing. Here we go. In leased. Right, okay, so that doesn't want to be leased anymore. That needs to be returned. That also, well, we might as well keep it, I suppose, because it will cost even more to release it. I had an idea as well. Now this is heavily unrealistic, but I wanted to see what happened. It just crossed me. And I thought, what would happen if I was to put the baler in my pile of grass? What would it do? Would it just sit there struggling, or would it actually continually produce massive bales? Obviously the same size bales, but would it just continue to produce lots of bales? I want to see. I really want to see. Okay, it is working. It looks like you have to keep moving though, so you can't just basically start it up and leave it there producing bales for the rest of time. So I think that's answered that question, because I'm now stuck. But I suppose I could just create many bales in here, but I'm not going to. Instead we'll probably just give it to the cows as feed, or we could spread it out again, I suppose. In fact, I have produced a bale. If we were to give it to the cows as a bale, would this work? It's worth a try. Oh, what a mucky food trough. Look at that feed trough, what a mess. Here we go, cows, this is a test. I want to see what you do with your bale. Well, that explained that. Any chance of it being accepted? They probably have way too much grass already, I suppose. Oh, it did! Brilliant! Perfect. So how much have they got? Way too much. They'll have grass coming out their ears. Yes, 7,627 litres. Although, the straw is still higher, at 9,770. So, yeah, that is my experiments done for today. I was just generally interested in seeing what would happen there, but now I know, so I never have to do it again. Well, I would say, in between working with the combine harvester we will do one more load of logs because there isn't really anything else I can do. The sugarcane is growing, the soybeans are being harvested, so there is actually nothing. I suppose we could do a bit of ploughing, but we've done that before. I suppose we've done logs before, but I do like doing it. Forestry is a very fun aspect of the game. So we need to get the case tractor. We'll leave the bale spike here. No point taking that with us. I think I just saw the log fork over at the store, so off we go, along with the rear weight. So yeah, this is everything we need. Get some palm trees cut down. They actually look very suspicious. They look just like pencils, as I mentioned before, only when you take off the foliage. If you don't know what I mean, I'll show you in a second. When they're stood up as a palm tree, it looks like a palm tree. But as soon as you've felled it, and you've taken all those leaves off, you have a giant pencil. But there's, well, two reasons why you can't write with it. The primary reason is because it's too heavy to pick up, unless you're a giant. But the second reason is there's no graphite in it. Or lead, depending on what type of pencil you have. Anyway, yes, I'll show you in a second what they look like. You've probably seen before. If you watched my logging video a few weeks ago. When was it? Yeah, I suppose it would have been 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. You'll have seen. 2 weeks ago, I'd say it was. We'll go for some of these trees, not the ones on the corner. We'll go a bit further into the field. Get them felled, and yeah, they do make a lot of money. I've been meaning actually to download the Black Sheep modding side tipping logging trailer, because then we can actually unload it properly. I reset it before. I reset the trailer to get it to sell the wood. I think you could have used the grab there, but it's a bit long-winded, so I'll probably just do the same approach again. But I would honestly prefer to use the side tipping trailer, which I've never used but have seen the pictures of. I've seen it on Mod Hub, and yeah, I really should get it. So here is the log fork. Let me just go up to it very carefully. Good. And then the weight for the back of the tractor, keep it stable, because these trees, I'm picking up entire trees here, and although I don't think the wood is that heavy in itself, the entire tree is pretty heavy. Why is that not attaching? There we go. Is that 15? Yeah, 1.5 ton weight. So, the field is only next to the shop here. Put that on to follow me as usual. Hopefully it doesn't crash. There we go. And now we'll drive into the field. Put the beacons on to warn the road users of our terrible driving skills, and let's just drive down this bank. Whoa! No, it's alright, we won't drive down the bank, we'll find another area. That is too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Oh, the combine needs to be unloaded. I'll do that first. Yeah, in that case we'll have to enter the field in the same place. I call it a field, it's probably just a piece of land actually. It's annoying because that combine's going to be on the wrong side. It's better. Yeah, so these trees over here. We'll put the tractor and trailer here. Stop that behind us. 84% full. Is that enough? Is that enough space for it to get to the end again? I think it'll be close, but I will leave it. So, to get things started, we've got this tree here. And prepare yourself for the pencil. Oh, of course, I forgot to mention it was not really a straight pencil, it is a bit curved. But there it is. The bit you hold, and the tip. It's a pencil. And to be fair, I wasn't the first person to think of it. Somebody else mentioned it before in one of my comments. This was probably around the 15th or 16th of November, very soon after this Platinum Edition was released. So somebody picked up on it straight away. There we go. I need to keep the, yeah, for that exact reason I need to keep the heavier end of the tree closer to the tractor. In fact, that worked surprisingly badly. I can't find it set up properly. Try that. I need to grab it quite well. There we go. Much better. Although, as you can see, very heavy. But it's not unexpected. Right, so it's actually this end of the tree, the heavy end, which needs to go at the far side. So I've done it all wrong. I should have picked it up from the other side. Nope, it didn't make it, so we're going to have to reverse into the crop just slightly to be able to unload. And as soon as that's finished, we'll move across to the side, and then we can go back over to sort the tree out, which is currently tipping my tractor over. You can just about see the tree in mid-air. Quite hard to see. In fact, if I just try and zoom in here, it's not really zooming in, it's just changing the field of view, but there's a combine in the way. Try again. Yes, there it is. Good grief, it's not showing the front loader, so there is just a grab with a log in it, with a tree. An interesting look. In fact, only half the cab of the drop nose Massey Ferguson's there too. The actual frame isn't there, but the windows are. Probably you don't look at Farming Simulator like this. It's not advisable. Anyway, you'll be pleased to know that I have now picked up the log correctly. So we're going to have to struggle to get it in here, but it is possible. So I've done it many times before. Although, that didn't happen before. I've cut it to size now just to make it easier, since the tractor does not like it one bit. There we go, and up goes the tractor. At least now we can load it properly. It's still quite long though, that is a surprisingly long log. This entire trailer, when it's fully loaded, must be very heavy. Okay, just needs nudging and then it'll be in. Perfect. Except for crashing into the trailer. Okay, so I'm going to progress. We'll probably do a time lapse here, and I will see you closer to the end of filming the trailer, or maybe I'll time lapse the whole thing. We'll see, but yeah, I'm sure you don't want to see my failures in real time. So I'll see you in a second. Well, I've filled up the trailer quite a bit. The combine is almost full again, and the trailer is actually 100% full as well. So I think this time I'll take it over to the yard. I must remember to sell this before the end of the series though. Put it into storage, come back and quickly unload the combine so I can finish off. And then I think we'll take over, well actually we need to strap it on first. We'll strap the wood, and we'll take the wood over to the sell point, which will be the lumberyard. Oh, there's a plough there. Who put that there? Very close. Right, okay, so the combine is full, and this is our tipping pitch just over here. We'll do the loop, 15,000 litres, which is probably 20 to 25,000 pounds, I would have thought. Back to the combine. The cows have started to produce their manure. Now obviously in this series we're not going to be doing too much in the way of muck spreading or anything like that. Oakford Farm is the realistic series, so we'll be doing lots of muck spreading and slurry spreading and all that kind of stuff in that series. Yeah, that was a really bad place for me to leave the plough. But hopefully the combine can finish today. Again, we'll probably unload on the move so we can progress further. Yeah, it should do. Can't see why it wouldn't finish that today. The combine is rolling once again. Let's just fill it up as much as we can do. So yeah, it's over a full tank load. Full tank load and then whatever we harvest here. It shouldn't need to unload again until the end. There's no reason for it not to all fit in, because, well, if that was wheat, yeah, I think it would struggle. But soybeans and canola, no problem at all. Even when it's fully productive. Perhaps it's going to be 50%, 45% again. Turn the engine off. We'll go over to this tractor. Now halfway through loading this I realised we couldn't have it too full due to the fact that the tractor itself isn't that powerful, so it was going to struggle. So I think this is heavy enough. In fact, yes, the tractor is struggling even with this. Hopefully on a flat road though it'll be fine. Yep, the trailer pushed the tractor then. Very slowly, let's go. That's not a bad load though. That should turn into quite a bit of money. Now the lumberyard is way over there. You can just about see it. It's directly level with us now. But to get there we have to go... Well, the way I should have gone before is left here actually. There isn't actually a tarmac road to get to the lumberyard, so we have to go along the dirt track. In fact, I could have just... I didn't have to go down the road at all. I could have taken the dirt track from the field. But not to worry, because this does still get there. In fact, we could, if we wanted to, cross the train line at the grain elevator. That's probably... actually no, that's probably not the quickest way. Probably the most picturesque way. Tell you what, as the time marks are leading us that way, let's go. Here is the grain elevator. Some fields I very rarely work in. I think I've done a few jobs here. And then from here, we have to go around this field to get over there. Whoop! There it goes again. Yeah, I just got pushed around the corner. It does like to push. I think actually the dual axle front dolly would be useful, because it does seem to be the dolly that pushes instead of the tractor itself. It gets pushed, I should say, which means the entire trailer decides to spin round. Well, here it is, just around the corner. And actually in a previous video when I last did the wood here, after I reset the trailer after saying there's no way to unload it, somebody said you should have just used the grab for the train. But I was convinced when I saw it before that that is literally just for the train. And we can't use it for a tractor and trailer. But I'll take a look. We'll have a look closely. But we don't need to, because it's just so much faster just to reset the trailer. Although it's unrealistic, it's faster just to reset the trailer. Yeah, you probably could actually position the trailer underneath there. I'll do it once, but you see the problem is I'm not very good at using these things, so I'm definitely going to give it a go. Can't give up before I've started, but it is far easier just to reset. Great. I thought that was strange. I'm not actually stuck on anything at all. There is nothing there. Bizarre. I'm freed off. Let's move the tractor out of the way. And we'll attempt to unload it this way. take these straps off first of all. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, and then into the crane. Now, word of warning here. Never really done this before, so it could go horrifically wrong. Okay, how do we... ooh. Yes. That is a bigger grab than I was expecting. When it's up there, it looks really small. So how do we close it up again? I think we should probably lower it a bit first. Yep, that will do. Whoa, that is a good load. Uh-oh. Yes! Yes! I've done it, finally. For the first time ever, believe it or not, I have just grabbed a large amount of wood at the train crane. This should be quite impressive. We'll drop it from a height to make it more spectacular. You ready? Oh yes! And look at the money we got for that wood. That's incredible. Oh. Yeah, I'm not too good with my directions. Okay, so we finish off with just 2. Try and get the crane between that section there. Looking good. And then up. Oh no, that's the entire trailer. Uh-oh. There we go. And now we can try and work out my directions again, and we'll go over here. The trailer is unloaded. Brilliant. Release. We have sold the wood and we have made a lot of money. It's a happy day. So, oh, it's still not finished. Well, not to worry, I'll finish it off screen. I think we'll leave it there. And yeah, that was a fun ending. I can't believe in all the time that FS17's been out, that is the first time I've used the crane. Unbelievable. Anyway, this is the first time for everything. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.